Hello, everybody, and welcome back once again. Here we are with our last stop tonight on the Coach's Show with Inside the Headset, and we go all the way to South Alabama. Well, not South Alabama, really North Alabama, south of us. But anyway, we're going to talk to the head coach of the Florence Falcons, head coach Will Hester. How you doing, Coach?
Doing great, Stuart. Thanks for having me.
Hey, great to hear your voice. Well, you're 3-4 overall, 2-2, and before we get into talking about these last three games you got on the slate, because this will be our last show before we get into playoffs and everything. I've got to be on the road the next couple of weeks. Where are you as far as a first-year coach at Florence? You're not a first-year coach. You've been coaching for a long time, but where are you as far as, installing the Hester era and getting that going, and how far in the strides you've made so far? So just talk a little bit about where you are and where you want to be as the Florence Falcons.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're doing a good job of instilling the culture and the processes that we want to with our kids. Our kids are buying into what we're teaching them. They're giving great effort of themselves, battling through all the adversity of the games. Obviously, at 3-4, we're not where we'd want to be record-wise, but we're making the move from 6A to 7A this year. So new games, new opponents, new experiences, and I think our kids are responding well. So we're about where I thought we would be probably. We're ahead of some things as far as building team chemistry and culture goes, and we may be a little behind where we had hoped to be football-wise, but in the end, I think we're in a good spot.
Well, that sounds good. The first part you talked about is kind of the hard part, getting to where you want to as far as football-wise, but getting that culture and making sure kids understand where you are and what you expect of them, that's not easy.
No, it's not. And a lot of kids these days, want instant gratification because they can get it through social media and all the things they have at their fingertips. So, being a part of a team and being engaged in a personal relationship with coaches and other players, doesn't come easily for some of our kids now. So it's something we really have to work at and be intentional at. And I think our kids are doing a good job of working on it.
You're 2-2 in the conference, and you got Gadsden City Friday night. Gadsden City, it looks like to me, and I'm not a specialist, but they're 0-6 and 0-4, maybe a little down or maybe a little bit of talent gap. But you definitely got your guns loaded the last two. But talk about, regardless, Gadsden City's got to come out on Friday night and play you, and it's not going to be a pushover. You still got to come and play. What do you need to do against Gadsden City, Coach?
Yeah, Gadsden City's an uber athletic team. One of those teams you pop the film on. You can't believe with the talented players they have how they're 0-6. I mean, obviously they played a difficult schedule, and there's some really good teams in our league. But the ball just hasn't bounced their way, and we're hopeful that it doesn't start bouncing their way on Friday night. We've got to take the 3-hour bus trip down to Gadsden. It's senior night for those seniors at Gadsden City, and they're going to be ripping and raring to go to leave a good mark on this football program as they go out as seniors. So we're going to have to bring our A game. I think our kids have had 3 really good days of practice to this point. We're just going to have to answer that with a good game on Friday night.
Where are you injury-wise heading into these last 3?
Pretty healthy. We've got some guys back from injury in the past week. Knock on wood, we don't have anybody, that was in a starting position that's going to be out. We got a couple of kids get banged up that are JV type players this week, but all in all, we're pretty healthy headed into these last 3 games.
Coach, these last 2, after you get through Gadsden City, you got Grissom and Sparkman. What do you know about them? Because what I'm looking at and information I've got, they're 3-3 and 5-2, so the road doesn't get any easier for you as you will be approaching the second part of the season, hopefully.
Yeah, so, league-wise is all that really matters when it comes to the playoffs. So Grissom is 1-3 in the league, and Sparkman is 2-2, just like us. So, those are teams that we're battling out for probably the 3rd and 4th place team in our region. So, obviously we control our own destiny, and we can, do whatever it takes to get ourselves in. We don't have to depend on someone else. So, if we play well and we win the games, then we'll be the 3 seed more than likely in our league. And if we have a stumble Humble will be fighting to be the 4th seed. So it's all right in front of us. Our kids understand and know that, but we have to start with Gadsden City. We can't have any hiccups this week. We have to take care of business.
Coach, like I said, I appreciate you joining me all throughout the weeks and everything. Hopefully I'll talk to you during playoffs. Is there anything you wanted to say to the faculty, administration, the staff of Florence High School and your first year of coaching and the fans and whatnot, just right on the film? Is there anything you'd like to say to them?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the community is taking my family in with open arms, and we're very blessed to be a part of this community now. And Florence High School and Florence City Schools is a special place, and I'm glad that we can kind of get the message out to a broader audience through your show and giving us the opportunity to be on to let everybody know about the good things going on in Florence.
Well, hopefully next year, I don't know, but hopefully I'll get to do another game sometime and get to see your squad in the years to come. Hopefully we'll be able to get together, maybe get you up here, maybe we come down there. Of course, that trade will happen this next year. You will trade with Blackman, that is correct, or is that a one-time show?
It looks like it was just going to be a one-time deal. Tennessee's on a new everybody's getting their new schedules in order now.
I was talking to
Creasy. Going to move on and get some other opponents, and the Falcons have to pick up another opponent as well.
Well, I was talking to Coach Creasy. He's got 2 pages of people that don't want to play him. So we're back to where we are in Rutherford County. Nobody wants to play us.
Of course, that's the way it is.
Well, Coach, be careful, safe travel, stay healthy, and hopefully we'll talk to you in the playoffs.
Thanks, Tor. Appreciate you, buddy.
See you, bye.